It's Week 8 of the National Football League. And we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Dolphins and the Eagles, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2. Last week. I can't believe I led with that. He had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. And the slot man goes in motion left. 2nd and 6. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going right back to Ferguson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. In motion left goes Smith. Back to throw. McCord. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Eagles send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You look at this Eagle defense. Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's Tua. Throwing deep for Stewart. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon. Throwing to start the drive. McCord. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got a man, complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. Looking to throw. McCord. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Quick slant here to Smith. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. Again, he'll drop to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Back to throw again. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ferguson. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Barkley. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown. Here's Achane to start the drive. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. These two teams all tied after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He'll dump this off to Achane. No gain, and it's 2nd down. The Dolphins at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
In motion goes the tight end. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Tua going to throw. He completes it to Stewart. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to face a third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Second down, here's Barkley again.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Now a 3rd and 6.
The slot man in motion right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun, McCord
looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2nd and 2. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Slot man moves right. They'll look to throw again. Complete. Smith has it. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw. McCord.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Now Tua. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the gun, it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Off of play action. Tagovailoa.
Throw caught by Achane.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is taken at about the 14.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McCord. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. This time they stay on the ground. And a good tackle there right around the 30 stops him short of the first down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll kick things off with an AFC matchup. The New York Jets on the road at Tennessee. And it's the Titans out in front in that one. Quentin Johnston, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. The Raiders looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Drake May has thrown a touchdown pass. It was Devon Achane who's had the strong first half. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting set for this next possession. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 1.
Here's Tua.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run for it with Achane.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. The call here, they need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now back to throw.
Got his man, it's Warren.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. The slot man in motion right.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Room to maneuver at the 35.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. It's caught. It's Stewart.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Running left, Achane.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Tua sets up to pass it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On play action, here's Tua.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Back to the ground, Achane.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Touchdown!
Devon Achane.
With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Throwing to start the drive. McCord. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, McCord.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, McCord. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year and 3rd overall. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. Two are going to throw.
That one complete to Ligon.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and a yard.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Looking to pass. Tua.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second down and 3.
Back to throw.
That one complete to Ligon.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Got a man. That's Ligon.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
Throwing to start the drive.
McCord. That one complete down the field to Smith.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They'll look to throw now on first down.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down. Back to throw. McCord. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll wipe. Losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. McCord. And he's got room. Big yardage now on the scramble. That gets him a first down. Back to throw. McCord.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. McCord.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now a toss right to Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7.
is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So Tua and the Dolphins down 24-21. A little under a minute 50 remaining. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Tua.
His throw is going to be incomplete. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Tua. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. Final minute of play. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing Tua.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
He's back to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll... Second down. Back to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Miami, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have